because when I was doing the back up bicep, I did one of these. So I was trying to make such a wide look of my physique that I was thinking the wider I put my arms, the wider I'm going to look on stage. But then this just basically looks like how I have twig arms compared to here.
Correct. So the answer, or the question of arm positioning, I always start with 90-degree right angles for the arm position itself. So when you're in the pose here, if I can draw a 90-degree straight angle, straight, you know, from here, the shoulder joint, to the elbow joint, to this, I always start with 90 degrees.
Okay.
All right, and I will adjust from there. Never, ever have I ever seen somebody look that much better with an obtuse angle. Right? So you start 90 and you contract from there. Some people look good with just a few degrees, you know, less than 90 here.
How about wrist-wise?
Right? Wrist positioning is interesting. It comes down to hand positioning first. Controlling the hand positioning, and that's going to help get the wrist and the hand set. So you choose, either you're grabbing your thumbs, which a lot of people do for their biceps, and when you do that for a back double bicep, you do curl it. So when you hit this pose, you're here. But the fact that I have my thumbs gripped here, it gives me something to kind of focus on, and I realize, okay, I'm in the right position and I'm set. This looks good. If I went this way, obviously that's weird, right? But if I was straight, that's weird. If I was like this, that's weird. So having tension here will also help apply tension to the forearm, which will help overall with the pose, right? But you do want to curl in, but more importantly is just controlling the hand position itself, right? So even with your front, you know, grabbing your thumbs really helps. Some people don't do that. If they don't have any plan with the hands, though, then it kind of just falls to shit, because what will happen is, you know, they will forget about it, and they'll do a pose and they'll forget where the hand goes. You see it on the lat all the time, where people, you know, they kind of pull and fingers go all over the place, right? Just have a plan with your hands, right? So that one for the back double bicep.
Okay.
I'm set. All right.
Okay. How about, okay, let's talk about front lat then. Front lat spread, right? Now, chest relax here, or chest flex?
Let's see it again.
So this one is, I'm more contracted on my lats, legs are set, boom. Or try to squeeze chest in. You bring the that compared to, because in here I'm more relaxed. My chest is not even flexed at all.
Right.
Just relaxed.
The difference is very minimal, very, very minimal. The issue I would have with too much contraction here is too much forward pull with the, correct. So it would just, we're going for width on this pose. Yeah. We're going for width, which is the shoulder joint going out this way, right? If we are doing this too much, then that pulls it forward slightly. So it's very tricky. For you, I don't see much of a difference between one and the other. Okay. So I guess it's going to come down to what you feel most comfortable doing and what's easiest. There's not enough pec activation to see like, wow, all of a sudden it's right and it wasn't before. Yeah. There's a little bit of tension, but even so, it's kind of like the theory I've talked about with the side chest pose, where when people actually apply too much tension to the pec that is facing the audience, which is what they think they have to do, it takes away from the pose because it pulls the shoulder forward and it contracts it and it balls it up. Where a lot of times it looks better if there's less tension, if any here, tension's on the arm and the shoulder, but not much tension here, and it looks bigger overall. So, correct. So it's kind of the same principle. I wouldn't apply too much tension on the front line.
Okay.